Is that just circus music? Is that just circus music? Maybe it is. Maybe it is, or at a carnival? I've been trying to name where that little tune, and I don't know if it's an official tune, came from. And I've been kind of humming it a lot lately. And I thought for a little bit it came from The Muppet Show. And it might just be like generic circus music. I'm not sure. Should I play it again so you guys know? How does it go? Do, 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 do. I can't do it now. I can't do it now. I cracked under pressure. Jack asked me to do it. I can't do it. But I can't stop doing it when I'm not thinking about it. Isn't that a weird thing? Isn't that a weird thing? Hello, Just Me and Crosby. Hello, Josh Agrand, Chip Bot, Freds. How many Freds could there be on one channel? Cole Trip, Jack, Chip. How does it go? Oh, does it go well, Jack? Yeah, that's a classic circus tune. Something like that. The pressure was getting to me, Chip. I don't know the name of it, but it's a clown song. Well, perfect, because some people call me a clown. Hello, Lulu. Give us a home tour? No, I don't think so. Lulu says I'm looking great. Well, thank you. Jordan Ivy joined. SC joined. Josh Agrand, I did have a great day. What did I do today? I mean, I started with a great night's sleep. Which is just such an important way to get your day started. It's such an important way to get your day started. And I think in one of the positive affirmations I listened to, and again, I'm not going to phrase it right, but they say you value sleep. It's more important than health or fitness. And I almost believe that it is. Because if you can get a good night's sleep, a deep sleep, where you go into that REM dream phase, you just feel a heck of a lot better. You just feel a heck of a lot better. Hello, Rainer. Hello, Tyler. Hello, Dawson. Blueberry Swirl is asking a question, but I don't know what it is. Oh, Blueberry Swirl, I don't still know what it is. Oh, Dawson, I forgot the cheap chicken. But don't I want viewers? Blueberry Swirl, I asked somebody to stop watching my show the other day. Personally, given the relationship between that individual and me, I didn't think it was appropriate that they be watching my show every day, and I found them on my show a distraction. And Blueberry Swirl is asking right now don't you want viewers? And no, I don't want viewers that bad. I don't need viewers. My content works. I want good people surrounding me with good intentions that I like hanging out with. Not people with either bad intentions or creepy intentions. And I felt this individual was watching me with, I'd have to say creepy intentions. I can't imagine another reason that he was. So I asked him to leave. He did. He may have created another account and come on back, but, you can't control the world. You can't control the world, but you can control who you hang out with. And this wasn't somebody that I felt comfortable hanging out with. So, I don't know. Hopefully they're not watching my show anymore, but they probably are. But that's okay. But anyway, Dawson said he got half grilled and half fried chicken because he went to Cheap Chicken Monday. Dawson, why don't you scurry over with the half that's fried and let me gobble that up? And you can keep the grilled chicken for yourself. Actually, I'm not hungry at all. I am staying at a buddy's for a few days. I've got a very good friend and his wife that are going on a trip, and they asked me to hang out in their house while they're gone and I don't know, take care of the cat, I guess. But they were kind and have a beautiful home and live in a beautiful neighborhood and have very nice neighbors. And this is, what is it? The day before New Year's Eve now. It's Monday evening. And I was sitting here and there was a doorbell, or a knock on the door or a ring at the doorbell. And I'm going, oh, crap. My buddy's house. I wonder if somebody's coming to sell something. What am I going to say? I don't really live here. I'm a squatter. I'm a burglar. What am I doing here? As if you have to explain yourself to every salesman that comes to your door. But either way, I was in that sort of panic and I went to the door and there was a nice man there. And he had a plate wrapped up. Kid you not. There was like mashed potatoes and a filet that they prepared, and they were going out to dinner tonight. They changed their plans and we're going to go out to dinner, and brought me this delicious meal. And I go, what kind of paradise am I staying in? I got to move into this neighborhood. Neighbors just show up at your door bringing fillets and mashed potatoes. Oh, I'm not kidding. And I enjoyed it. And I don't know. So I'm not hungry for your chicken, although I'm usually hungry for fried chicken, as you know. But anyway, good evening to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and I really am blessed, Chugger. Chugger said, what a blessing, and somebody else is saying nice. I had somebody comment on my YouTube page, and I don't think they were meaning it They weren't being kind about it. They were being mean. But they were saying I'm fortunate to have good friends, and I talk about that all the time. I'm very fortunate to have a bunch of good friends that care and love on me, and people I can call in the middle of the night and talk to if I have an issue, and will tell me if I'm obsessed with something, as a buddy did yesterday. And yeah, so I am blessed. So thank you for noticing that. But anyway, again, it's Monday night, and this is Monday Night Live with Ken. It's a little show that I don't know if I'm really doing or not. But end of last week, I put a lot of videos. I go live every morning on my Coffee with Ken show. And end of last week, I decided to hop on and go live for lunch as well. And because of that, my viewership and my hours watched over on YouTube and a bunch of different other social media platforms really went through the roof. And I thought that I was oversaturating the market, if you will, with Ken stuff. I post a lot of videos. I go live every day. I don't know what I'm doing. I haven't, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to do my best and trying to get a little better and trying to learn a little bit as I go down my path that is life. But I was figuring, these people are sick of seeing me. They don't need me to go live more. It'd probably be better off if I went less or posted less videos or was on less social media platforms. Leave them wanting more was what I figured. And then I posted that video at lunchtime the other day, and my hours viewed on all the social media platforms, like I said, went through the roof. And I'm going, wow, maybe I've had it all wrong this whole time. Instead of less, maybe we should do more. Maybe we should do more. And what you're watching right now is me doing more. I was sitting here a little bit ago. It was coming up on 7 o'clock. I usually go to bed by 9. Was thinking of popping on a documentary or maybe reading a book I'd started today. I found this book in a guest bedroom, The Theory of Accountability. And although my buddy hasn't read it yet, they were giving them out at his work, and there happened to be one in my room. And I started reading it, and I'm kind of enjoying it so far. I used to be an avid reader, especially of self improvement books. And, I figured this looked like an easy read. It's not too thick. The print's fairly big. They even got pictures of guys in it. Look, there's a picture of a dude. So I figured I could finish it off while I'm here. But maybe I'll do it a little quicker. There's a few books. I know my buddy's a pretty big reader, finds um, a lot of motivation through the written word. And, I don't think we can ever get motivated enough. I don't think we can ever get enough motivation or enough encouragement or enough enthusiasm or enough energy or enough passion. And guys who have gone through life, men and women who have gone through life's experience, share those experiences in books. And if we can spend a couple days and gain a lifetime of wisdom, it's probably a couple days well spent. A couple days well spent. So yeah, I started reading this book and was planning to read it a little bit more tonight. But instead, again, I thought, hey, let's do a little more. If I want to grow, it seems the best way to do it is by hopping on live. I got 63 people watching on a Monday night. That's pretty good. We had 2,300 likes so far. Do you guys want me to put a goal for likes? I don't know. Do you guys like when I do that? Do you like when I say, hey, send me roses? Do you like when I talk about books, about coffee, about solar cell chargers, about Dr. Seuss, about the importance of hydration? Rockin' Robin said, how was Christmas with the little ones? It was great, Rockin' Robin. Thank you for asking. But I'll tell you what, I'm really excited about tomorrow. And it's New Year's Eve. I stopped drinking 3 years ago, so it's not like I'm going to go out or anything. But what I am going to do is pick up my little ones tomorrow morning at their mama's house at about 8:30. And then I'm going to go pick up my big ones at their mama's house about 9:15 or 9:30. And then we're going to cram in my Kia Soul and drive out to my sister's house out in Roscoe, Illinois, which is right out by Rockford. And I don't know how we're going to fit. There's 3 full-size people, my 2 older girls and me, and 2 little babies that take up those big car seats. I don't know. There's about this much room in between the car seats. And I figure I'd rather cram between the car seats myself, even though I'm the biggest of the group, than hear my older daughters complaining the whole way that they're miserable. I figure, if crammed between my 2 beautiful babies while my big girls are driving up front, that's a really nice setting for me. And if my hips are kind of smushed between 2 car seats for an hour and a half on the ride, and I'm feeding pretzels to the 2 little ones and whatever else I might be feeding them for that hour and a half, it's going to be good. Amy, I have 4 kids. I have 2 girls, 18 and 15, and I have 2 little ones that are 3.5 and just over 2. Yeah. So, hey there, Mike. How are you? What does my workout routine look like? Well, I appreciate you asking, Lulu. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I scratching my head? What does my workout routine look like? It's really easy. I don't go crazy. I don't have great aspirations. I don't do legs. So nobody hop on and tell me you should do legs or you should do this or, deadlift, whatever. I do, I go in, I stretch for 5-10 minutes. I do bench press, 3 or 4 sets of the bench press. I do 3 or 4 sets of curls, and I do 3 or 4 sets of pull-ups. But pull-ups are pretty darn hard, and I'd like to get better at them. And rather than maybe struggle through 1 or 2 pull-ups 3 or 4 times, I've heard there's something called negative reps, which is you starting here and slowly lowering yourself down as slow as you can. and that's supposed to increase your ability, probably in every exercise, but certainly in pull-ups. And hoping to see some results in that kind of shortly. So, and then I go do some core work and some more stretching, and I call it a day. The whole workout takes 35 to 40 minutes, and it feels really good. Hey, Teddy followed the live creator. Thank you so much for following the live creator today. Uh, you like this shirt, Tanya? Do you really? I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I think it was one of the slightly more expensive shirts at Target. I mean, expensive being their t-shirts are like $6 or $9. And I believe this might be the $9 option. So I'm dressed up for you. And I'm wearing my PJs, which feels real good. Let's see. Hey, Jerbear, thank you so much for sending. What did she send me? A heart me. Jerbear, I don't know exactly what a heart me means, but I very much appreciate it. Thank you so much for sending me the heart me. I really appreciate that. Oh, you're right about that, Tanya. It's not how much it costs. It is how I wear it. Kenny just asked if I have big plans. I got to figure this all out because, again, I struggle a little bit. A lot of my shows about engagement, and a lot of my shows about engagement. And people hop on, every 5 minutes and ask me, basically the same question that was asked 5 minutes prior. And there's a guy named Kenny just hopped on and he said, big plans tomorrow for New Year's Eve. And I don't mean to, I'm not mocking you here, Kenny, but I'm going, well, I just talked about that about 3.5 minutes ago. And so I don't know what to do. I don't know exactly what to do about that. But Kenny, I'll just sum it up. I don't have any real. No, you don't have to be sorry. It's not your fault. But I'm just not totally sure what to do because I hate to snub anybody. Your fault. But I'm just not totally sure what to do because I hate to snub anybody, especially a cool person with the name of Kenny. I am packing up my kids. I'm bringing my 4 little ones out to my sister's house, and we're going to hang out during the day. And I'll have them all back by 6:30 tomorrow night. And just kind of enjoy a day with my kids playing with their cousins. And yeah, so that's my plan. Because I remember, again, when I was little, some of my fondest memories were hanging out with my cousins. And hey, Rockin' Robin, thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful evening as well, and Happy New Year to you. Do your kids know about my social media presence? My little ones do not. My little ones do not. My big ones certainly do. Yeah. So let's drink a little water. Oh. Feels good. I do not know what I have for you tonight. But I'll keep talking if you guys want to keep listening. Again, started a good book today, spent some time at Starbucks. Hey, Tyler, thank you so much for sending the keychain. I appreciate that. It's the nighttime vibes with Ken. Nothing but decaf. I really don't drink decaf at all. I really don't drink decaf at all. Am I getting ripped? Thank you, Matt. I appreciate that. Is it just an angle? Is it the shirt? I was talking to my buddy the other day and I go, hey man, your biceps look really big. You look strong. And I knew he'd been working out, and he has been working out, and he does look good. Hey, Jerbear, thank you so much for sending me the tiny Diney. But anyway, he said it was the shirt he was wearing as much as anything. I'm not sure. Hey, look at that. Thank you so much for sending me the hat and mustache. I appreciate that. Always makes me chuckle. There's a lot of fun things they could send you here on TikTok. I always think the hat and mustache looks one of the funniest. A couple of weeks ago, some guy hopped on and was sending me a dragon head, and that looked kind of interesting. Yeah, Tanya, I'm getting a lot of complimentary, positive vibes. Uh, did he respond with "That's what she said"? No. User's asking if I bought a house. I wish I'd bought a house, user. I'm not quite there yet. And I've talked a lot about my goal of buying a split level here in Naperville, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath split level with a 2-car garage that I can park my Audi A6 red, 2 scooters, one that I own and one to be named later, and all my kids' toys in the garage, with maybe a white fenced yard. That's my goal, and that's what I'm working towards. But I'm not there yet. I am not there yet. Hello from Brazil. How are you? How are you from Brazil? Jerry Bear, I think it is a plan. Yeah, well, I understand why you were asking, user. Is it crazy that my main reason for wanting a garage is so nobody will know you're home? I don't even know what that means, that dude. How will nobody know you're home because you have a garage? Oh, to hide your car so it's not sitting in the driveway. Is that crazy? I wouldn't say it's crazy. And even if it is, one thing I've learned over the last 6 years is we're all a little crazy. And we all see things differently. And there's outgoing people, and then there's introverts, and there's loud people, and there's quiet people, and there's happy people, and there's grumpy people. So even if it's a little crazy, it's okay. And I'd encourage you to be you and do you. And if you like hiding your car in the garage, hide your car in the garage. And who the hell cares what I think or anybody else thinks, whether it's crazy or not? That would be my advice to you. So, no, I don't think it's crazy. But you could just say you don't want your car getting bird poop on it. But either way, you do you. Mm. So it's Monday night. It is Monday night. I wonder if you guys all have big New Year's plans. I wonder how many sober people we got watching, or how many big partiers we got watching, and how many of you guys are going out for a big New Year's Eve night and going to celebrate late and cheer on the new year and kiss your loved one as the clock strikes midnight. Maybe watch the ball drop in New York, or whatever other New Year's uh, rituals you have. Um, yeah. Lulu says they're currently sick. They'll be ringing in the new year from bed. Well, that's okay, Lulu. Sometimes that happens. Kenny says his tradition is to be asleep before midnight. That dude looks like he's going to be partying it up, and it's all good. It's all good. I used to be a drunk. Honestly, I kind of think New Year's is a bit of a, you know, I don't know. Every night was New Year's for me. Every night was New Year's for me. Uh, Erin's going out sober, but she's going out with her son and daughter-in-law, and she hasn't been out since 1987. Well, I hope you have a good time, Erin. Hey, Bambino joined. Thank you so much. Kenny, I appreciate you saying that. I appreciate you saying that. I appreciate you guys watching. And again, I'm not totally sure why people watch, uh, especially when I go live twice a day in a day. And I usually wonder, what am I going to talk about, or what have you? And one thing leads to another, and then half an hour or 45 minutes or an hour goes by, and I go, where'd the hour go? And that feels really good for me. And I appreciate you guys caring enough to hop on and spend a little time with me on a Monday night or a Saturday morning or whatever. Marichi is staying at home and chillaxing with her daughter and her dogs. Well, that sounds very nice as well, Marichi. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful night. Obviously, I'm going to go live uh, tomorrow morning because that's what I do. That is what I do. And I hope you join me uh, tomorrow. Somebody's saying asking if I remember them. No, I don't. I do not remember you. Will you do a live at midnight on New Year's Eve? No, I definitely won't. I'm sure I'll be asleep. What time are my morning lives? Well, I'm coming at you from Naperville, Illinois, and my morning lives usually happen between 5:30 and 6:30 in the morning. Eric asked if I'm done for the night. I don't know what I'm done with. I mean, I'm not sure what you mean, Eric. That dude said live from Duncan tomorrow. Last one of the year. Uh, as I said before, I'm staying at my buddy's for about a week. And so I probably won't go live from Dunkin' Donuts tomorrow. I'll probably be hanging here. Am I done with my live? I don't know. I'm not done with my live till I push off. Oh, did man, we did not go to elementary school together at Mill Street Elementary. I know that. Oh, well, thank you, Sheephead. Yeah, no, it is a cool ceiling. Brian Sherman's asking my favorite professional sports team. I barely care. I barely care. Well, I just answered a question, Brian. I hope you don't get too sad about it. And maybe you shouldn't fire off like 5 questions within a minute. Yeah. Yes, I've run the Chicago Marathon, Dib Man. Yes, I have run the Chicago Marathon. But, yeah. So I could talk some more. That dude said Dunkins are everywhere. Yes, they are, that dude. I'm not sure what you mean. Did you really run it in 1994, Dib Man? Do we know each other? Because I think 1994 is when I ran my PR. It just seems like quite a coincidence. What is the favorite city that I visited outside of Naperville? I think I talked about this yesterday, and I can't even really think. You're from Indiana. Okay, because I ran the Chicago Marathon in 94. It just seems a coincidence, and I happened to run it really fast. That was my record year. Hello, Amy. How are you? Good evening. Not Original wants chocolate chip cookies. I'm sorry, Not Original. I finished off all my buddies' chocolate chip cookies last night with a glass of milk. Actually, I don't think they were chocolate chip. I think they were white chocolate chip. Do I still run? No, I do not. I have a bad right knee. I still work out pretty regularly, and but I don't run. My running days are behind me, but I still enjoy trying to stay fit as best I can. Okay. It's interesting, though, Dib Man, that you talked about 94, because, again, I think that was my PR year. Yeah. Yeah. Is Amy still there? Amy 38464. I love that Amy hopped on with an exclamation point. Good evening. I used to write a lot. Ow! 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 Stubbed my toe a little bit. I used to write a lot, and I originally got into social media on a website called Active Rain, and it was where realtors would get together. Or it was like my very first introduction to social media in like 2007. And a bunch of realtors would write various posts. Some would write about local real estate. I would do me and just write about whatever the heck I wanted. And I don't know why. Maybe that's why I didn't sell too many homes. And would write about whatever I wanted. And I wrote one little piece or one little article, and it was about the power of the exclamation point. And so when Amy a moment ago said good evening with an exclamation point, I thought that was kind of neat and just showed a little more pizzazz or a little more something something. So Amy, I appreciate I'm even going to send Amy a follow. Does Amy follow me? Oh, yeah, she does. I'm going to send her a follow back as a fellow exclamation point user. So thank you for that, Amy. Hello, Alpha. How are you? Thank you so much for following the live creator. I appreciate that. We've had a nice audience today, and I don't know, it's been kind of fun. It has been kind of fun. Oh, almost out of water. You know how important I think it is to be hydrated. You know how important I think it is to be hydrated. Hello, Courtney. Hello, Christy. Hello, Mo. Is Mo short for something? Is Mo short for something? I don't know. Yes, I am, Abe. I'm going to start humming again. Is Jack Taylor still there? Oh, Morris. It could be Morris. Yeah. So do you think like the Three Stooges, Mo was Mo? Most embarrassing moment. I mean, okay, I'm thinking drunk. I mean, I don't know. I barely even remember it, but I've seen the video. I was standing up at a buddy's. I mean, this isn't probably the most embarrassing. I probably had more embarrassing moments. I don't know. It'd be hard to pick. It would be hard to pick the my most embarrassing moment because I've had so many. You know, yeah, I've had so many. You know, if I was really serious and wanted to give you a I was going to picture something of me like dancing like a fool at a wedding or vomiting or something like that. But I really think, and I mean, I'm over it and I've forgiven myself. But if I had to put one specific moment that was my most embarrassing, it had to be connected to my DUI that I got 5.5 years ago. And whether it was seeing the flashing lights, failing the sobriety test, or getting my mugshot taken, or being mean to the cop that was arresting me and the intake woman or person, whoever put me in. Not mean, but just being a fool. Being a fool. So, I wasn't in front of a huge crowd at that point. But if there is a moment that most usually we're embarrassed in front of a crowd. But I was never a bigger fool than that night. Yeah. Have I had any other thoughts on content to create other than my usual? Any ideas? Do you not like my usual, Christian? Do you not like what I'm doing? I'm wondering. Yeah. Do you not like what I'm doing? Do I need other ideas? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Hey, thank you for the hat and mustache. I think, and I say this a lot, that a lot of people just think change or something different is always better. Even if what you're doing is working, you'll get people hopping on saying, hey, you should do something different. Happens to me every day. uh, can help you grow more. Maybe, or it can be just a distraction. It can help you grow more. It also can get you frustrated and have you uh, give up. Ugh. Well, Christian, if you want to keep trying different things, I would encourage you to. But if you ever find something that you feel really good about and really proud about, I'd stick with it. That's my thought. You got, not original, got a foot massager for Christmas. You're never leaving this couch. Do you mean like a man? Not original? Do you have a man rubbing your foot or a woman or whatever? Or like a machine rubbing your foot? What did you have for dinner tonight? Tommy O'Neill said. I talked about it a bit ago. I had mashed potatoes and filet. It was really for a late lunch. I almost only eat one meal a day, and it's not by intention. I'm not really even thinking about it. Maybe I have a small meal at breakfast or some protein, something, a protein bar or a can of chicken or tuna or something like that. So maybe I eat like 1.5 meals a day. Yeah. Are they very nice? These foot massagers with which you speak? I bet they are kind of nice. I love getting a foot massage. I mean, I haven't had very many in my life, but it sounds nice. It sounds real nice. Uh, Diane, it is cheap chicken day. It is cheap chicken day. But unfortunately, I mean, not even unfortunately, again, I ate what did he call it? Like steak Wellington, I think he called it. I don't even know what it was, but it was a filet and mashed potatoes, and it was quite nice. Is it steak Wellington? Is that a thing? Are there any chefs out there? Again, the neighbor brought it over. I'm going to be here about a week. I actually thought about, again, because I had a couple opportunities and I talked about it this morning, to house sit for a guy in Joliet that reached out to me. And I didn't want to live down in Joliet. It's just not where I'm from. And I just didn't want to. I'm okay. It's beef Wellington. Okay. Um, but I bet you there's a good opportunity in that. I'll bet you there's a good opportunity in that. I think there's people out there that are traveling that have seen Home Alone more than once and would feel more comfortable with having a reasonably mature adult uh, at home to walk their dogs, feed their cats, water their plants, lock the doors, turn off the lights. And yeah, I think that might be a good idea. Hello, Alexandra Hope. How are you? How are you? I don't know if I started the house sitting thing, Alexandra, but I did have a buddy going out of town. I guess I did. Yeah, I had a buddy going out of town, and here I am. Did you guys hear that? Was that from my phone, or was that something going off in the house? It felt like there was an organ. Frightened me. I'm doing real well, Alexander. Thank you. I don't think it was a doorbell. I don't think it was a doorbell. My car's not parked in the garage, so somebody might know that I'm home. It sounded like an Alexa device. Oh, is that what that is? See, I've never had such a thing. I've never had such a thing. It scared the crud out of me. You hear that all the time? Okay, well, I feel better. Tom, I don't know. Hey, Tom Hengels has joined. Welcome aboard, Tom Hengels. That's a couple times in the last 2 days. Tom Hengels, how do we know each other? How do we know each other? I'm going to go get a little more water. I'll be right back. My knee! My knee! I'm coming back. I'm coming back. It's kind of a nice spot. This morning when I went live, I had a hard time finding a comfy spot or a comfy angle or what have you. I guess this morning I had problems connecting to the internet, and I don't think I'd hooked into his Wi-Fi. And I think I was hooking into a neighbor's Wi-Fi or something by mistake, or my phone wasn't getting a good signal. And it was patchy. And I feel so much more comfortable now that we're getting a good connection, because that's always stressful. You hate when it's glitchy. We sure did play wiffle ball. You remember when we pulled it down the left line and it went into your neighbors? They had these huge, bushy, piney things. And we'd have to search for that ball in those huge, bushy, piney things. And, yeah. I think your fence, one of the boards on your fence would come off, and if somebody hit a home run, we'd have to either slide through your fence or what have you. Tom, you know Chris Gagola passed, don't you? Do you know that? I assume you did. I think of you, I think of Chris, and I think of a lot of other people from the neighborhood. And, okay. Wait, well, I'm not sure if you knew that he did. Hey, Alexander, thank you so much. What you sending me? I love when people send me little things. Okay, you did know that. Okay. Let's see. She sent me 10 2025s. Had I known that 2025 was something we could receive, I might have made that a goal. Marici, thank you so much for sending me the rose. That's very sweet of you. Wow, we got people still hopping on. We've got people still hopping on. I talked for about 45 minutes. I don't know what I have to say for you, but I do know I have another glass of water. Oh. I was almost going to say that water tastes so good. Do you ever feel that way? I don't know if it really tastes so good. How did you turn out with my job interview? I don't know which one you're talking about. I don't remember Nick Pavone, Tom. Marici, I will certainly accept this rose. Yeah, I certainly will accept that rose, and I'll accept a rose from anybody else that wants to send it. I appreciate them all. Yeah, are you guys still watching The Bachelor? Do they still do The Bachelor? Oh, Marici sent me another rose. Well, thank you. Okay, it went real well. It went real well. Thank you for asking. You watched The Golden Bachelorette. Hey, Frank Francis sent me a coffee magic. Thank you so much for sending me a coffee magic, Frank Francis. I very much appreciate it. Well, Carl, is it Carl or Carla? I'm not sure. Well, I appreciate you keeping your fingers crossed for me. I think things happen for a reason. And if they offer me the position, I'd be excited and proud to take it. And if they don't, and happen to find a better candidate, I wish them well, and I hope they do great as well. But I think things happen for a reason. And if I'm meant to work at that place, it'll happen. And if I'm not, it won't. Yeah. But I appreciate you keeping your fingers crossed. I'm kind of a superstitious guy, but I've never really been much of a finger crosser. It's something else. It's not serving. Time of Learning joined. Time of Learning joined. Welcome aboard, Time of Learning. Thank you so much for joining my live. We're all happy to have you here. Chitika followed the live creator. Well, thank you so much for following the live creator. If anybody new was out there and hasn't followed my page, I go live most mornings. I've been going live some afternoons and some evenings as well. I thought the social media world, my universe, was probably tired of seeing me. I know some of you were probably tired of seeing me. And but I found the other day, again, when I went live twice a day, suddenly my viewership shot up, my subscribers shot up, and I'm going, hey, it's so easy to worry about what you're going to talk about. So easy to worry about if you're going to have anything to say. Hey, thank you for sending me the finger heart, Carl or Carla. Yeah, again, it's so easy to worry about what you're going to say. And I know I've talked to hundreds of people that say they'd love to create content and they want to go live, and they're going to go live tomorrow or next week or next month or after the first of the year or some other time. And I will tell you what, you go live now or do your push-ups now or call your mom and tell her you love her now or do it now. Do it now. So, yeah, it's Monday night and I'm feeling good, and I hope you're feeling good, and I hope that your week started off well and that you are looking forward to tomorrow, your New Year's. You're going to get a really good night's sleep. You're going to be safe tomorrow. If you're going to go out and party, that you're going to have a designated driver. Believe me, I know it. It sounds whatever. Somebody would always tell me that, and then I'd go, yeah, whatever. Then 5.5 years ago, the flashing lights were behind me. And as I spoke about earlier, it is, I don't know, probably the thing I've done that is the most embarrassing in my life. So, yeah. So I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. And again, you get a great night's sleep. And I hope you tune in tomorrow. And I hope you subscribe and follow my page. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And I hope you're feeling good. And I hope you are loving yourself. And I hope you're forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.